Announced something really exciting, that you are going to start the fertility process and pursue single motherhood. Now, I feel like you've spoken about this before, so I know it's something you wanted to do.
Turns out I now have a known donor. I went through California Cryobank. Fantastic experience, and at 18, my future child, God willing, will be able to know the name, identity, and last known location of their father.
Wow. Because you reunited with that person want to be found?
Yes,
they do.
That's part of what I paid extra for.
Yeah.
Literally.
It's important.
Quite literally, yeah.
But you're also dating again, and I heard your dentist set you up.
So this the shit y'all be watching on TV? They just in there clapping it up for single motherhood, huh? She taking fertility drugs, and oh, now she dating. So this man gonna stick with her while she pregnant with a sperm donor. His sperm worked perfectly fine, but then he's supposed to marry her after that. Oh yeah, he's gonna have to be rich too.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. When I stumbled across this video right here, guys, it was confirmation to me that we are truly living in cuckoo for Cocoa Puff world. And quite honestly, I really don't have much hope for the black community, who, I got to be honest with you, we do contribute a lot to the chaos and why we are living in cuckoo for Cocoa Puff world. And rants like this, like the one that Eboni K William is going to go on here, promoting single motherhood by choice, is exactly what I'm talking about, okay? As, again, she clearly is an agent of chaos, along with a lot of other black women who have a platform that seem to now be promoting this trend of N-words, okay? Black men, that's what they mean. N-words. I don't need you, right? All I need is a bag, which is what Keke Palmer came out here and announced to the world in response to the backlash she received for disrespecting her boyfriend, her baby daddy, in public at an Usher concert. Take a look.
I'm hood and I'm bougie.
Sing it!
I don't need a only thing I need is a bag. Little booties matter. My son gave me some ass. I'm my own boss and I got my own cash. I don't need a nigga. Only thing I need is a bag.
Yeah, textbook toxic feminism right there, right? The downfall of modern society, okay? And, it's one thing when you see somebody like Sexy Red do this, or Suki with the good you-know-what. When they come out here and they act ignorant, right, you can't really blame them too much because they were probably raised in a household of single mothers. They was raised in the hood. That's all they know is ignorance, right? But when you see Keke Palmer do this, and then you have Eboni K Williams here who's going to openly advocate for black women to abandon black men and just be single mothers, I don't know what the excuse is, right? I mean, the excuse is just you're just willingly pushing the worst behaviors and the worst possible things on black people or black women that you can think of, okay? I mean, this is the downfall of the black community, and these people, whether they be uneducated black women or educated black women, they're promoting this stuff, right? All of them happen to be probably liberal, right? They're all liberal. They're all progressive. This is what they're pushing, okay? So without further ado, I want to react to Eboni K Williams and her basically advocating for black women to, again, abandon relationships with black men and instead opt for single motherhood by choice because she has been unsuccessful in regards to finding a black man to be with, okay? And, I mean, I don't think that is really a black man problem. It's really a man problem because she's had all kinds of men. She's been with all kinds of men according to her, right? So, it's not really a black man issue. It's really an Eboni K Williams issue, right? But she hasn't realized that yet, okay? So she's taking her bitterness out by telling other black women to be miserable like her, okay? But except they're not rich and they're not famous. So the consequences are going to be more than just bitterness. It's going to be abject poverty, right? Which, again, apparently people like Eboni K Williams, that's what she wants for black women. So let's listen to her in this extremely silly rant.
Black women are availing ourselves to all of the options that our hard work and circumstances currently afford us. And that means that single motherhood by choice is going to be an option that more and more black women consider and even exercise. So anybody that's in their feelings about that can go ahead and start to process right now. Because black women that have the privilege to embark upon this expensive and oftentimes lengthy process will increasingly decide to forego marriages and partnerships that do not serve us and that are not in our best interests.
Well, I mean, again, that's the problem. It ain't about you, right? It's not solely about you. That's the whole point of a relationship. It's supposed to be about both of you guys and the kids. And again, you have the wrong mindset, right? Your mindset is screwed up, which is why she has come to this screwed up conclusion, okay? Because for her, it's all about her and she's selfish, right? So again, this is what she's promoting, okay? This is what she's promoting.
And now that bypassing those insufficient relationships...
Insufficient, right? Insufficient.
...does not have to come at the expense of motherhood, well, frankly, it's a whole new world. A world in which black women are no longer subject to the desperation of being chose, because now we get to do the choosing. And as we choose, we do have to contend with the reality of a dismally small supply of black sperm.
Dismally small supply of black sperm. Boy, I just can't. I just can't right now. I really can't.
Because most black women on this journey, we want to create children that look like us and that look like our families. And that means we want black sperm. And as we heard from Reese Brooks, it's the definition of slim pickings. And sometimes that means compromising on this aspect of your journey. Now, I am extremely fortunate that I was able to secure 2 vials of black sperm from California Cryobank when I embarked on this part of my journey last fall. But I do know that I am an outlier. So I've got 2 concrete tips for single black women who think this may be an option, either now or maybe later. Number 1, please check out Reproductive Village. It's a new black-owned cryobank, and it's designed to help with this shortage of black sperm. It's set to open its doors in D.C. later this year.
Apparently, there's a shortage of black sperm. Guys, do you hear this? I mean, seriously, do you hear the words that are coming out of this woman's mouth? This woman is supposed to be educated, right? And this is what she's saying, okay? There's not a shortage of black sperm. This woman is just cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs crazy. And her standards are probably too high. Like, for example, she claimed that she left her dude during the pandemic because he wanted to spend time with his kids.
You know what? This quarantine, I think, like a lot of couples, Wendy, it made us tell the truth about our relationship.
How long were you with him before quarantine?
Almost 4 years.
Did you live with him at the time of quarantine?
I'll tell you what happened. He actually did not quarantine with me. He has 3 children, 2 of which are young adults, and he chose to quarantine in New Jersey with his semi-adult children. And for me, listen, I'm not a parent yet, so I get that they're number 1.
Right.
But I need to be number 1, Wendy.
Yeah, so it sounds to me like homie dodged a bullet, okay? Because the borderline infertile feminist black woman is telling him that, hey, you got to put me first, even over your children. Again, it's just amazing stuff. It really is. Again, I wonder what she brings to the table that she thinks makes her so great, right? So great that no man can meet her, you know, high standards, okay? Again, she's a pretty good looking woman, especially for somebody that's almost 40 years old. But one thing that I've learned, right, in my short 28 years of life is that if a woman is in her 30s, okay, and she is above average looking and she's still single, there's some issues, right? There's a whole lot of issues with her. Probably some emotional issues. She's probably not an easy person to get along with. She's probably hyper masculine, right? She's probably like this woman right here. And that's why she's still single, right? That's why no man has wiped her up. And I think that's the issue that Eboni K Williams is suffering from. And I think that she is trying to basically cope with that by trying to push single motherhood on other black women, and as if there are no good black men out there for black women to be with, when that's just not true, right? I'm pretty sure she surrounds herself with successful black men, okay, because, again, she is, you know, successful. I just feel like she just can't get along with men, right? I think that's probably what it is, okay? And again, she's trying to cope with that by trying to pretend that there are no good black men out there. And I just think that this is just nonsense, okay? I mean, she's promoting what objectively is just bad behavior for black women, right? Being a single mother, something that's going to lead to less good quality black men, because single mothers are more likely to be in poverty, okay? Their sons, their children are more likely to be criminals. They're more likely to be less educated. They're more likely to not be successful in society. And she is quite literally pushing this on black women while also complaining about the lack of good black men, when she's pushing a solution that produces black men of lesser quality, at least by the standards that she has, okay? And this is why I say that having a degree, okay, this woman has a few degrees, one from UNC Chapel Hill, the same school that I went to. It doesn't mean that you're smart, right? I mean, having a degree does not mean that you're smart. It doesn't mean that you have common sense, okay? It just simply means that you have a piece of paper and you were able to pass some tests, okay? It doesn't really mean much about your ability to actually, again, have common sense, come to practical solutions, to critically think, because she's clearly not critically thinking about what she's saying. Okay, this is the same woman that hates black mediocrity, right? This is why she doesn't want to date a bus driver, while also at the same time advocating for women to do things that quite literally produce mediocre results, right? If you want more good quality, above average black men, then you need more traditional black households, right? You need more nuclear families. When you're telling women, hey, I don't think enough good black men are out here, you need to go become a single mother, right? Be a single mother instead. Again, you're not actually advocating for a solution that's going to produce the men that you want. Again, it's just, it blows my mind. It's stunning, right? It really is.
And it will also have drop-off locations in Atlanta and Houston, Texas. And number 2, be proactive. I say go ahead and start looking right now for desirable black sperm. Register with all 4 of the big cryo banks. And
this woman sounds like a plantation owner, right? You know, a plantation owner, you know, they would allegedly breed black slaves to basically be better slaves, okay? This is what she sounds like, okay? This is borderline white supremacist talk, right? You need more desirable black sperm. Like, what? Wow. But again, everything except holding black women accountable, right? Everything except saying, hey, look, maybe, just maybe you should pick men better. Maybe you shouldn't open your legs for Raekwon in the hood, right? And maybe you should opt for, you know, a Jim who has a, you know, good job. He's a strong man. He's a protector. He's a provider. You know, he's a man of faith. Nah, don't tell women that, okay, to pick better quality men to be in relationships with and to have children with. No, don't do that, right? Don't do that. Go get a sperm donor, right? Go to a sperm bank, okay, and become a single mother. Live in poverty. Struggle for the rest of your life and be bitter because all these men out here, all these N-words ain't ish, right? This is Eboni K Williams. Educated black woman, by the way, right? Educated black woman.
California Cryo Bank, which I used, Seattle Sperm Bank, Fairfax Cryo Bank, and Zytex. Then you can scan the current options for black sperm. And if you see some sperm that you like, I suggest go ahead and buying at least 2 vials right now. Even if you do not intend to use them anytime soon. Trust me, it's better to have them than to be without them when the time comes. And listen, if you never need them for whatever reason, what a wonderful gift to give to a friend or a sorority sister in need. And also, most of those banks, they allow you to resell the sperm back to the bank itself. Listen, I know that many are going to question or even indict the decision that I and many other black women are making to become single mothers by choice. But I, like the women you heard from today, go by the creed of no regrets. I have, and many black women have, too much love, too many resources, and too rich of a community not to share these gifts with children of our own. Children that will one day, no doubt, enrich and contribute to the next generation of black America.
No, they're going to be hoodlums. I mean, my jaw is literally dropping. This woman is literally advocating to trade sperm. like Pokemon cards, right? Again, it just I don't understand what's going on here, right? My mind is blown. This is radical as hell, right? This is a next level of radical feminism. I honestly I just don't know what to say, bro. I really don't. Yeah, you're not advocating for anything that's actually going to help black women. You're actually hurting black women when you do this. You're hurting the black family. You're hurting the black community. And people like this, I mean, honestly, they should be ignored, right? Again, this is what an education, this is what a college degree does to you guys. Again, it makes you this dumb, okay? Because this is silly, right? This is nonsense. I don't have anything else to say. I mean, I've said everything I need to say about it. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a black conservative perspective. Peace.